participants that we were at before, so we'll go ahead and get started. We are recording, so if anybody misses it, they can just check out the recording later. No real set agenda on this AMA. Just really wanted to talk through where we are, everything. Obviously, a lot of people have had some questions with regards to the dApp itself, how to use it. So we can do a screen share, and kind of walk through the dApp. Actually, Matt's probably the best person to walk everybody through it.
Hey, Mason. But before we go into the dApp and everything, all the good stuff, I'd like to address our holders and everyone that supported us, and just say thank you for believing in us. Guys, thank you for believing in us. I'd like everybody to know that your team, that the team you have here within Vault Finance, with Mason and Ross and Lee and Matt, these guys are absolutely unbelievable. We've had the cards stacked against us, and the grit and determination, and just how much these guys put into this company to turn it around from the situation that we're in to fighting against all odds for us to be where we are right now, on the brink of launching them. It's absolutely mind-blowing. From what I've seen, I mean, you guys can't possibly have a better team than the team that you guys have in front of you. So before we went into everything, and I just needed everyone to know just how dedicated this team is. And they turned around from having the cards completely stacked against them, to giving you guys right now what Mason and the team are about to walk you through. So, floor is yours, my friend.
Cool. Yeah, thanks, Phil. And Phil touched on a lot of that. A lot of what I wanted to say as well, and I think the whole team, echoes that. We obviously realize that there have been a ton of delays, a ton of heartache. So, we just really appreciate everybody that's here, that's stuck by us, because this process was definitely not an easy process, but it was a process that we knew we could do with the right amount of time and some patience. So we really appreciate everybody that stuck with us through this. So with that said, we're pumped that this thing is out today. We have been wanting to get this platform out for some time now. We never wanted to get it out in the time frame that Chris promoted it. In fact, when he actually first brought it to our attention, that none of us even wanted to mention it to you all until we were actually ready. So that would have actually meant that we would have released it about a week ago that we were even doing this. So anyway, cheers, folks. We really appreciate it. I guess a couple things. Obviously, most of you all have seen the dApp. So the dApp is live. A lot of people have been DMing us and stuff, saying they can't deposit any funds or anything like that, and the countdown and stuff like that. So you can't do anything right now. We wanted to do it this way to release the dApp to get everybody to put some eyes on it so they could kind of run through it on their own. And that way they could, if they've got any questions after we do the screen share walkthrough, by all means, ask questions. But once we go live, that's when everybody will be able to start, topping up their balances and stuff like that. So anyway, I guess we can go ahead and just pull out the screen share here. I'll pull it up on my laptop. Matt, you want to kind of walk people through everything?
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to, I can pull it up. I've got my laptop in front of me.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
All right. So, of course, you've seen it. If you haven't, go look at it. It's clean and as simple as the rest of, Novation. We didn't want to overload it, but we wanted to have the information needed. That way you knew what was going on, what your balance was, your profits, and all that stuff. So I guess we'll just start with the basics. Okay, so of course, total supply. That's how much is actually deposited onto Pulse as a whole. So $304,950. The contract balance that you see here, $60,990. That is the 20% that we talked about. That would be left in the main contract to make withdrawals and all that stuff smoother and easier. That way you didn't have to wait on it if you wanted to withdraw some or claim some. There's already funds there. It's a refill that we do on the deal. We'll be checking, on a routine basis, probably a few times a day. Especially once people start getting closer to the end of contracts, we'll have to kind of refill it and all that stuff. But this is the available funds that can be withdrew the second it goes live. If we need to refill it, we refill it, but that's what's there. So far we've got 274 users that are actually on the platform that have some type of balance. So that's anybody that got in the private sale or the pre-sale. Of course, the elite and VIPs that, ones that bought the VIPs or got the elite spots, your wallets are already whitelisted onto the platform. So once we go live with it and actually turn it on to where you can deposit, you'll be able to deposit if you have one of those spots. Of course, we have a quick link to the buy section. Of course, you can see this wallet, which I'm on the actual owner wallet of the pool, so I don't have access, so I couldn't deposit if I wanted to. So normal deposit, enter in the amount you want, click deposit. It'll approve it for you first. You'll have an approve come up, and then it'll actually do the deposit. This section here is the most important. This section and this section, of course. So your pool balance is what you actually have on the platform yourself. All right. So let's say I decided I wanted to withdraw some, and I wanted to get VFX. So I would just enter in however much I want to withdraw and then withdraw it. That would get that amount in VFX after, of course, the fee that comes out and everything for withdrawal. Now, if you decided you wanted to withdraw and get straight back to USDT for whatever reason, this little toggle button, just flip it. If that's on, that's off, that's on. If it's on, it will go ahead and do a quick conversion all the way to USDT. It will still go through all of the motions that it would, that we talked about, going through the volume of VFX, doing the buy and the sell and all that, but you would end up with a USDT straight in your wallet. So that's something to keep in mind. If you forget to turn it on, you will get VFX. If you leave it on, you will get USDT. And then, of course, the exit button. The exit button withdraws all of your balance. So you don't have to enter nothing in. If you click exit, it'll withdraw your full balance. And, of course, if you're not an elite or a VIP, which currently I don't know the specifics. There's some that is, some that ain't. When you click exit and you leave, it will wipe your balance, and it will also remove you from the list of being on the platform. So unless you have a guaranteed contract, if you exit, you are out until you get back on by coming to, filling the form out or whatever. So make sure not to exit unless you're wanting to be done. All right, so now we got profits. So of course, I don't have no pool balance, so it's not going to show nothing. But the way we're going to do the profits, because we've had a lot of concerns about being, having it at the same time every day, so people can expect it and know when it's going to hit. The only way we can do this is to actually hold the daily profit back one day. That way we don't have to, because if the bots are still in trades, they're still moving around. We can't pull exactly what we need to pull because they're still in the middle of trades. So this kind of gives us that window for the bots to finish up. So we'll pull the profits during that window when they finish up, and then the next day, which we haven't actually set a time yet. I'm still going to get with the team and all that stuff to set an exact time. But at that time, we'll deposit funds. So you'll get your first profits from the pool will be Sunday. The bots are just now getting fired up, last I heard. So they'll run for 24 hours. Whatever they're at 24 hours tomorrow is when we'll pull the profits for that 24-hour period. We'll hold it back one day, like I said, so we can get on the time schedule. So Sunday will be the day that we deposit the profits, and you'll see right here under your earned, that'll be your profits for the day. And then that'll continue every day until we, are all rich, decide we don't want to do it no more, and we exit, and however you want to do it. So, all right. So the same thing works with profits. So if you go to claim, you need to look at this toggle button, because if you leave it like this, you claim, you're going to get VFX. You turn it on, you will get USDT. It works the same exact way as this toggle switch, it's just a different tab. Of course, if you compound, you don't have to worry about that because it's going to go right back in the pool. You'll see after you compound, of course, this will go to 0, and your pool balance will change reflective to your compound. So that's the simple go round of the process. It's as easy and cut and dry as possible. So, and then if you want to turn off all these things from blinking, you can, I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but there's a toggle down there for that too. So,
thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. Appreciate that walkthrough, man. And I obviously, like everybody else in this room, I appreciate all the work that you've done on this DApp, and really appreciate what Lee has done on the dev side too, putting all the programming together, everything that communicates from the sexes to this DApp. It's pretty much, it's marrying everything together. Just a tremendous amount of effort has gone into this utility, and we're tickled that it's live, and really anxious to start cashing in on some profits for all you investors. I can't really think of anything else we kind of really need to go over right now. Like I said, we wanted to thank you guys. We wanted to walk everybody through the program. We wanted there to be some video of us walking through it in the AMA. We are also going to have some nice videos that can be shotgunned and shared through social media and stuff like that, of utilizing the actual DApp itself. And we welcome anybody that wants to show proof that this system actually works, to please share that as well. This is very much a word of mouth process, and we're definitely going to look towards some marketing efforts in the future as well. But yeah, I guess from here, we know that there are probably a ton of questions that need answering, and we've still got some stuff to do on our end too. So I guess at this point, it's probably best to just go ahead and open it up to everybody for questions.
Hey, Mason,
and unless anybody else has anything else they want to share.
Mason, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah. Hey, Todd.
Buddy. When we compound, being that it's connected to our wallet, are we then paying a fee for that, like a BNB fee, or is there no fee for that?
Yes, there will be a transactional gas fee for everything you do. This is all on chain. There's no, Web 2 fake number stuff going on the DApp. You're actually moving tokens when you're doing it. So USDT actually moves from the pool and resets your balance and all that stuff. Those transactions are very, very small. It's basically like approving a contract almost. You're talking about a few cents, probably a few cents to 10, 15 cents, something like that most.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if Matt mentioned it or not, but yeah, it is. All the fees are definitely BNB. We know that we've had some people ask if the fees are going to be in USDT, but it's definitely going to be Smart Chain BEP20. So, did anybody from the team have anything else they wanted to add before we open it up fully to questions?
I just wanted to throw in another thing too. I want to also thank everybody in here and the investors that we've have. It's been a long roller coaster. We've fought through pretty much everything to get to where we are. And like I said, without y'all backing, behind us and pushing us forward, we wouldn't be here. So we appreciate everyone in here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love to say it because it's so true. Everything that we have done at Vault Finance is built from scratch. There hasn't been one utility that we released that is a copy paste utility. And that means a lot. There's a lot of people out here that are, just, pushing out copy paste utilities and thinking that that's a, revenue driving utility for their ecosystem. But really, you might capture some business, but what are you really going to capture when everybody and their brother can make that same utility? So, kudos to all the developers that have helped, Matt, Lee, and our developers that are, behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. We've got strong relationships with. It's a huge effort to put this kind of stuff together. So, anyway, let's open it up to some questions, and we'll go from there. It's gonna just free flow. Just be respectful. If somebody else is talking, wait your turn.
Hey Mason, Josh Ski here. Good stuff. It's been a long time. Hey, it's been a long time coming, so impressed with all the work. What's the process from here as far as everything going actually live, and who has access to deposit at this stage, or could you speak to that a little?
Yeah. So basically, right now this platform is open solely to anybody who invested in pre-sale, whether that was private or public. And then anybody who has a VIP or an elite spot. So even if you didn't invest in pre-sale, but you have an elite or a VIP spot, you either paid for it or you won it or something like that, then your address is whitelisted. And as soon as we bring this live, you will be able to deposit your funds. And
then
public will come, sometime after. To be honest, we want to get all of you all on this first. We anticipate having a lot more money coming on the platform, so there's a certain element of dialing everything in, making sure everything's good. Working out any kinks that might happen in the DApp and stuff like that. So, we'll release it, to the public when the time's right. But right now, it's for anybody that participated in pre-sale and has an elite or VIP spot.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, one thing extra, it's the ones, if you did private and pre-sale, even if you refunded, long as you didn't request the 4%, your spot is available, and you will see that you have like 10 cents sitting in there. I did that just to set your wallet. So like I said, long as you at least left the 4%, which was the fee that nobody, really, we probably shouldn't have given that to anybody, but we were just trying to make people happy that, wanted out. So either way, if you refunded and didn't get the 4%, your wallet is available to deposit as well.
Yep. Good shout, Matt. Anybody else? Don't be shy.
Got a couple things, Mason. On the DApp, is there a way to identify what day you're on in your contract? I know going down the road, I say day 50 or 60, I might forget where I am. So just kind of indication when the contract is going to end. And the other pieces in the
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So right here, if you look on the DApp itself, it says contract ends in, and it's got no pull balance. If I was deposited in, my timer will be right here. So anybody that's already got deposited from private pre-sale and all that stuff, their timer's already active. So if you have a VIP spot or elite spot that you haven't deposited on yet, once you do, that timer will come up with the current time.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you're just not connected, so it's there. And the other piece was just in that profit section. I know it shows the USDT that we earn. Is there any way to kind of display the daily percentage that has been got from the previous day? I know it's a day delayed, but I just wonder if that was available.
I'll have to check. It's kind of hard on that aspect as far as relaying all that back and forth. But I'll see what I can come up with. But no promises, but I'll see what I can come up with.
All right, thanks.
Hey, Mason, can I say something?
Yeah. Hey, Space Cat.
How you doing? Yeah, you might have mentioned this and I might have just missed it, but when you're going through the boxes, in the deposit box, the button that says buy USDT, now you can either go through your wallet and do it. Now, if I hit that, does it take me to my wallet and allow me to get more USDT, or does it do something different?
Takes you right to the DEX interface with USDT loaded up. So from there, if your wallet's already connected, you just buy USDT the same way you would buy Vault Finance.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, thanks. Yep.
Hey Mason, can I talk?
Yeah, Adam, what's going on, brother?
Hey, yeah, good guys. Thank you guys so much for all you've done. And my apologies if this has already been covered. I came in late. But just want to confirm for those of us who had put in for pre-sale, is there anything that we actively have to do?
No, if you participated in pre-sale, you're essentially ready to go. As soon as this DApp goes live, you're ready. You don't need to do anything if you have funds on the platform, unless you just wanted to top up your position. Otherwise, the only thing that you have to worry about is when the profits come in, whether you're going to claim or compound.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem.
Hey guys, it's Haley. How you doing?
Hey, Haley.
Congrats. Long time coming.
Thank you.
Very exciting. Just to confirm, it's daily compounding, right? I was like doing 12 things while listening to this.
Yep, daily compounding.
Okay. So I'll click my button when I got to go mine pie, just like I said the other day.
There you go.
Gotta remember it. Set your alarm clocks, people.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, guys. And we'll
Yeah,
see you
thanks,
guys
Haley.
later on Roundtable, right?
Yep. I'll pop in definitely for sure.
All right. Sounds good. Happy day.
All right. See you, Haley.
Hey, I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. I'm kind of new to Vault. I work with Luke over at Kender and Pulsinator, and just you guys are setting a really high standard in crypto. So just wanted to give you guys a shout out.
Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. That means a lot, and definitely what we like to hear. So yeah, appreciate it.
Good work. Thanks.
Cheers.
Hey guys, it's Scott from White Dog Crypto over in the UK.
Hey,
I just
Scott.
wanted to say, first of all, yeah, how you doing? I just wanted to say how impressed I am with the user interface. I love the look of it. It's really clean, simple. You've done a great job of it. But I was wondering, what is the process? I took part in the pre-sale, public pre-sale. I just wondered what the process is for applying for another contract once my first one has ended. Thank you, guys.
So you're in pre-sale, but don't have, if I'm understanding correctly, you participated in pre-sale, but you don't have an elite or a VIP spot?
That's right. I've just got a balance that's been sitting there for since I deposited.
A long time, like 9 months. So what you would do then is when the contract runs out, you would just basically we'll have a simple form, and it might change in the future, but basically the reason we're doing this form now is because trying to just control the amount of funds that are on the platform. So if we get to a certain level and we need to dial it down, then that list becomes our queue essentially. So when your contract ends, you get in that queue, and if there's already space on the platform and we haven't hit our self-imposed cap, then we'll let you back on the we'll whitelist your address and we'll let you back on the platform immediately. If we're kind of at capacity at the time, then you might be in that queue just waiting, and it's going to be it's not like favoritism or anything like that. Basically, it's a Google form, so when you fill it, it's time stamped. So we'll just go down the list, and if we get to a point where we're at maximum capacity, we'll just, as people come off, we'll just continue to go down that list and add the next people, as many people as we can. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. And also, is it possible to get a VIP spot going forward, or are they done now?
The only VIP spots available right now are through Crypto Rejects.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks very much. Cheers, guys.
Yep, absolutely.
Guys, can I just ask you a quick follow-up question? If someone is elite, and I think that means the top 100, we used to call them the top 100.
Yep.
When our contract is over, are you saying don't take all the money out, or we can take all the money out but then put it back in and redo it? I wasn't clear on that.
All right,
You've
so I'll field it. So on the elite and the VIP spot, when the contract ends, you still have to pull it off, right? But your wallet is already set in the contract to automatically let you redeposit. So you don't have to fill out a Google form. You don't have to go through any of that process. You are already on the platform as long as you decide to stay on it. So you withdraw and then deposit right back in.
So we have to withdraw everything, then turn around and put it back in again.
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and part of that, Todd, is obviously like we spoke in the beginning, to control the amount of funds that are on the platform. But the other part of that is obviously because this is a VFX utility. So we want obviously those withdrawals coming off every once in a while to feed back into our ecosystem. So that's why
that makes sense.
That's why it's planned like that.
Yep. Thanks for explaining it, guys. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Hey guys, Crypto Quiche, quick question, if I may.
Hey Quiche, go ahead.
Hey, so when our time has expired, are we exiting? Are we clicking the withdraw or the exit to exit the platform and then come back on?
If you're elite, go ahead, Matt.
Well, I was going to say, when your contract expires, you can just click exit. Like I said, the way the contract works, if you're elite or VIP, it checks to see if you are. So it doesn't matter if you are one of them. You can click exit and get off, and then get right back on. If you're a regular user, then you need to you can click exit, because you're gonna lose your contract anyway, whether you withdraw all of it or whatever. But a regular loser or user will lose their contract and have to fill out the form to get back on. But yes, you definitely just click exit and claim your profits that you have there, and then, like I said, come back on if you're elite or VIP.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, this is eSwift G. How are you?
Hey, Swift, doing well. Hope you are.
I'm doing well. I just have a question because obviously this is crypto. Sometimes your wallet can be compromised. If you are part of the elite or VIP and your wallet gets compromised, who would be the best contact to reach out to in order to switch that over so we can continue to renew our contract?
Of course, anyone on the team can field that. That is something we have, but it's kind of a mess to do. So we don't want to do it just because somebody wants to swap wallets. But if someone was to get compromised, we can make that work. The best thing I can say is, on your Pulse wallet, do not connect to nothing that you don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're not going to get compromised unless you've gotten onto something that's ill or illegitimate. So just watch yourself, be careful what you get onto, and you'll be good. But we do have cases where we can help if needed.
Yeah. Pulse wallet for Pulse.
Hey guys, on that note, we understand if something happens. We understand if there's a compromise, and we completely understand and appreciate that. What we will not deal with are people doing side deals and switching wallets and selling within each other. That is something that we will not do, and we will not be a part of. So much so that if you are caught doing stuff like that, you will get blacklisted.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, absolutely.
Hi, this is Emil in the UK. I've opened up the Pulse app, and I've seen my wallets connected, but I don't see any balance. I don't see any data actually filling any of the fields at all.
And you've connected your wallet that you.
Yeah, the wallet's showing as connected at the top of the page, but there's no balance. There's no data actually filling any of the fields at all.
So you don't see the total supply or none of that?
No.
Okay, so first thing and foremost, of course, make sure that you're on the right network. BSC. I don't know what wallet you're using, but I know Trust Wallet is terrible about trying to put you on the ETH instead of BSC if you're a multi-coin wallet. So first of all, check that. If that doesn't solve your problem, it might be best for you to basically just clear cache, clear your browser history, and then try again.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks.
Can I say one thing to that as well? Mine was doing that as well, and I just shut the wallet off and then turned it back on, and it seems to be working. With Trust Wallet, I'm kind of getting the same issue, and it shows Ethereum even though I'm in BNB. Now my balance is showing, and I just had to restart the app, and then clear the wallet, and now it's popping back up.
Yeah, Trust Wallet, it's kind of a pain when it comes to having a multi-coin wallet. Like I said, but if you go up, like if you're in Trust Wallet, say mobile, if you go to the upper right-hand corner, right beside the X, there's 3 dots. You click those 3 dots, it'll bring up a pop-up, and then you can see where it says Switch EVM Network. If you click that and then click BNB, it'll reload to BNB. Whenever you get that pop-up at the start where you click BNB and then switch network, that don't switch in Trust Wallet very often. So always use those 3 dots at the top, and then you'll know for sure you're on the right chain.
Hello, can I just say as well, if you go into the main chat, type in Switch EVM Network, a video will pop up to show you how to do it.
Yes, that is correct.
Can I ask a question, guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. Okay, so I see my balance, but I can't hit the claim button quite yet, right? Am I correct, or?
Yeah, there's, like I said, it's not even live yet as far as being able to interact as far as deposits or anything like that. And of course, like I said, the bots just got started because we just loaded the contract with all the funds just shortly ago. So there's no profits that will be available yet because the bots haven't made them. The first round of profits, because we will be holding them back one day. That way we can send them every day at the same time so people can kind of base their time around that to be able to come in and claim or compound. So Sunday will be the first day, and we haven't set the exact day yet. Who knows? We might put a poll up or something like that. I don't really know, but once we figure out the best time for everybody, kind of because we have people from everywhere, so we want to kind of be, thoughtful of everybody else about picking a time. We'll set the time, and then that'll be whenever you're able to do it every day.
So I apologize. I meant compound. So I can't press the compound button today, correct? I have to wait till Sunday to press it.
Yeah, you have nothing to compound.
Okay, just double checking. So
yeah, you don't have to
Sunday.
compound if there's nothing to compound. You know what I'm saying? So your profits tab, where it says your profits, if that's showing 0, you have nothing to compound.
I think also what he's asking there is, do we have to press anything initially to start the process for the first time?
No, not at all. If you were in pre-sale or private and you got your funds already on there, you don't have to do anything.
Great stuff. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I've got a question. Will it be possible to share the video segment as well as the audio component of this AMA with people on other platforms like Discord? I've got a friend who's interested in this platform, but he's never messed with crypto before, and I wanted to share this with him.
Yeah, I mean, we can see about possibly. Are you asking if we can cut out, edit just the video and audio walkthrough, or you want the whole video?
Thing. The whole thing, because everyone's asking very helpful questions that I think this guy would definitely benefit from hearing, because he is super new to crypto. So every bit of thing said here and asked here is beneficial.
Yeah, we can our Discord mod should be able to. I know he's had an issue with compressing the files before for Discord, but I think he had a workaround, so he should be able to compress it to be able to get it on Discord, and then it's just a matter of your friend joining our Discord server and checking it out.
Thank you.
Yep, for sure.
I have a quick question. Can we add to our balance, add more USDT any given day during the contract if we want to put additional funds in?
Yes, you can. Up until the point where if we have a cap on it, of course, that's when it would not be able to happen. But currently we don't have any cap. We're in good shape. So yeah, if you wanted to add weekly or, whatever, you can. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and as Matt said, currently we don't have a cap, but we're just kind of monitoring how things go the first couple days. Obviously, we don't want to overwhelm our development team back there on the first couple days. So we're going to see how everything shakes out when we open it live and stuff like that. But there could come a time where we might do some smaller caps as we're kind of building and scaling up this utility. Obviously, we've spent a lot of time in it, and we just want to make sure that we scale at a sustainable rate moving forward. So just keep that in mind, especially anybody that's that doesn't have an elite or VIP spot. When you withdraw your funds, there could be some caps set at a later date as we're, just in the beginning days as we're building and stuff like that. Just wanted to put that out there.
Hey guys, to reiterate or go a little deeper into what Mason was just saying, everything that we have done here has been for safety and sustainability of the platform. So both with potentially putting money on the platform and potentially taking money off the platform, we've been very careful in terms of how we design this to give this the best chance of success. So everything that we were doing has been designed for not only the safety but the sustainability of the platform. So I just wanted to kind of reiterate that Mason tapped into.
Yep. Thanks, Bill.
Just one other clarification point. Whether it's the initial deposit or you're topping up, it's 100 USDT minimum, right?
Yes. For elites are set at 100K and the VIP is 500K.
No, I just 100 USDT minimum deposit to get on the system, not the cap, like 100K.
Oh, gotcha. Matt, I can't even remember. What's the minimum deposit?
There's not any.
Okay.
Okay, good. Thanks.
I've got a tremendously strong suggestion for you if you're willing to hear it. I think that as a reward, if you maxed out a wallet, you go to 100K, or if you're VIP and you go to 500K, I think we should get free Mason nudes.
Mr. President, I've been trying to get people to my OnlyFans account for a while now. So anything to drive that initiative now, but it can't be free forever. So there is going to be a membership fee, but possibly like some teasers or something like that. I could see working out.
Tease away, my friend. Tease away tremendously.
Love it.
Hey, if
Sorry,
something
go ahead.
got to a negative ROI on any given day, or is just some information to make sure that doesn't happen?
I'm having a hard time hearing you there, brother.
Mason, I
Sorry.
think he said, is it positive to have a negative ROI? So the answer to that one is, of course it is. Absolutely, of course, it's positive. It's possible to have a negative ROI. We're not guaranteeing any results, right? This is anything that we do, has the potential to go both up and down, and we're not guaranteeing results, and we're not guaranteeing profits. What we are doing is trying to absolutely minimize the risk, right, for long-term sustainability. So the question is it possible to have losses? The answer is of course that's a possibility.
Yeah, and as Philip touched on, obviously, there was somebody in the past that promoted something that is quite honestly not true. Any platform out there that's telling you that there's not a potential for loss is blowing smoke up your ass, to be blunt. But what we have designed here is a system with a target of 0.5% and up per day. Does that mean we're going to hit 0.5% every day? It doesn't. But we feel pretty confident that we can, get very close to that number, if not, hit that target every day. Our developers are on the same page. They know what the target is. It's built into everything that they're doing that we need to hit. Our goal is to hit 0.5% and up per day. And just to touch on a lot of the elements that we built into this. Obviously, we have the insurance fund that's going to grow every day as profits are coming in, and that's for our long-term sustainability, so that we can have an insurance plan developed for us later on down the road. We have the reserve wallet. That reserve wallet is going to be huge in the future, but it's going to take time for that reserve wallet to build. That reserve wallet isn't just starting off with $1 million in it, it's starting off with $0 in it. So we're going to need to grow that. So, I've had some people ask, well, if we don't hit 0.5% one day and we hit 0.4%, are we going to use the reserve fund to top that 0.4% up to 0.5%? And the answer is no. Maybe in the future, we'll be able to do that. That would be a great goal to be able to do that. But if we just started hitting the reserve fund every time we don't hit 0.5%, there's going to be no reserves, unless we just hit 0.5% every day, and then just have a random off day. So, really, really wanted to just kind of drive that home. We're doing a lot to provide that 0.5% and up, which, even at 0.5%, if anybody's run the numbers, they're absolutely glorious. But anyway, yeah, just kind of wanted to add on to what Philip said with regards to that.
That's a fantastic answer. Thank you for that.
Yep.
I have a couple more questions, if I may. The first question is, will it be possible to buy USDT directly with fiat or something like that in the future?
In the future, we'll definitely look at some opportunities for that. The fiat on-ramp solution that we were working through with before, they actually, like a lot of these fiat on-ramp companies, had some issues arise. And when they had that situation, our communication with them kind of halted. And to be honest, it has not been a focus of ours right now. The focus of ours is literally been all hands on deck for Pulse to try to get this over the line and not bring any more delays to you folks. So we absolutely we would love to have a fiat on-ramp and off-ramp solution. But it just comes down to now going back, revisiting that, and finding the best solution that we can find. Yeah, we'd love to add that to Novation, though. I think it'd be great. There'll be some other cool features for Novation that we hope to add in the future too. And now that we've got some breathing room since Pulse has launched, we can revisit a lot of the things that were on our list before.
Wonderful, thank you. My second question was a shared question that Crypto Boss also asked, and I don't think anyone asked it yet, but it's this one. Would VIP still be getting their own platform, or is it now concurrent with the elite / everybody else?
That might be a question for Matt. I think at the time, everything is fine together as it is.
Currently, we are good as we are. Like I said, in the future that might change, but as of right now, this is where we're at. And like I said, but we're constantly building and looking into the new stuff and future scalability. So, like I said, that all comes with time.
eSwift G here again. So I'm guessing that those future plans also may include something that we once discussed before about this whole behind the velvet rope concept, where there were certain investors that had a certain minimum amount deposited and they would be awarded a 100-day contract. I don't know if that's something that's still in effect or was put on the back burner.
Are you talking about if somebody gets to a certain level in their account, moving them up to VIP spots?
Correct. And something about a 100-day contract.
Yeah, well, the VIP carries a 100-day contract. It's definitely something that that we can revisit. To be honest, a lot of that was just an ex-CEO, doing his thing. But it's definitely something that we'll keep an eye on. And part of the reasoning for that, I think, on what he was trying to say before was that if we have two separate accounts, if we have a bot running, bots running for elite and bots running for VIP, that if there's a heavy hitter on the elite side, they're keeping other people from accessing the platform, people that don't have an elite or a VIP spot. So unless we have an issue to where we're hitting max caps and we can't bring anybody new on the platform, it's really a non-issue right now, but definitely something we can revisit in the future.
Yeah, and guys, that was somebody else's sales and marketing. That was somebody else's sales and marketing and fluff, and it's not, as Mason said, it's something we can potentially revisit in the future, but it's not on the table right now.
Okay, thanks.
Anybody else before we break off? Because I know we've all got some other stuff to square around as well. But we want to make sure that all the questions are answered.
Mason, I've got a question, please.
Yep.
If we bought in on the pre-sale, then we're lucky enough to get a VIP spot. How do we get our funds from the pre-sale account to the VIP account, please?
Well, technically, that VIP, when you won that VIP spot, you should have flagged it as the wallet address that you entered the pre-sale in. I have had one other person come to me that was told that they could just transfer funds, which we've been pretty stern on the fact that we can't manually do that on our end. I'll talk to Matt, and Matt's here. I don't know if that was part of what he was talking about earlier, that we have some solutions for that. But our stance in the past has been that obviously the wallets that you have need to be tied to the ones that you deposited funds on, because it's a huge liability for us, obviously, to mess with anything that isn't just built into the smart contract, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, if you deposited funds on one wallet and then you come to us and say you need those funds on another wallet, that's a little out of our hands.
Right. Okay. All right. No worries.
Yeah. I'll touch on that also. So, on the platform itself, we have no control over your funds, right? So, if you put them on with a wallet and you lose control of your wallet to where you can't access it or you can't use it, we cannot pull your funds back out. Only your wallet can. So you need to make sure to safeguard your wallet, safeguard, what you're doing. Now, what I can do, let's say that you are a VIP, you pull your money off because you got compromised, you pull it off, you move it to a different wallet. If we can verify that it's you, that it's your wallet that you're switching to, because we have, I'm sure we're going to have to up there. People with VIP spots decide they want to sell their spot to somebody else, and they come to us and act like their wallet's compromised so they can do that. So we have to be careful with that because we don't want that going on. But like I said, if something was to happen with your wallet, you pull your money off, and we have to switch your wallet, we can do that if we have to and can verify for sure.
Okay, thanks. So what, my wallet's not compromised, but obviously I originally had the pre-sale spot before I got the VIP spot, and I was told, obviously by Chris, but obviously he's not here no more, that the funds could be transferred over to the VIP spot, and that was something that he was going to take care of. I think Ross was also aware of this as well.
Okay, so as Mason very politely said, it's a liability issue for us to transfer funds. Plus, we're unable to do it. So the other person who used to be here, who made a whole bunch of empty promises, that's just that. Right? It's a liability issue for us. And two, we don't have access to your wallet, so we cannot transfer that, and we will not transfer that.
Okay, all right, nice one, thanks.
Okay, Josh here. One more quick question. How much time? I'm going to be headed out this evening, but I got to get some money onto the platform at some point. How much time do we have to get money on so that we actually qualify for Sunday's compounding?
Like I said, it's all time-based and all that. So, like I said, whatever time you get it on, you're gonna get some of the profits either way. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, it takes. What's that?
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, like, if it wasn't till tomorrow morning, it should still be good for, Sunday, right?
Yeah, you'll still get some profits. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's all time based. It's your weight of the pool plus, the time that you're on the pool for that specific, section of profit.
Okay, so it does matter if as soon as it goes live, I get money on there, there's a chance to make a little bit more than waiting till tomorrow morning.
That is true.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks for your hard work, everyone. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, we appreciate all of you all, and we look forward to telling you all that we're officially live here very, very soon. It's been a long time coming, and I know you guys are excited, and I can speak for every one of the core team members that we are ready to push this thing over the line. So yeah, cheers, folks.